Okay, good morning. We're back to our Garden of Shalom, morning Shalom Bayit class. So we said that it's very important to make your wife number one because that's how Hashem created her. She wants to be seen in your eyes as number one. So he says over here, love, respect, devotion, dedication, empathy, sympathy, understanding, and listening, and a listening ear is not enough to make a wife feel like she's in first place. You see, you do all that. Still, it's not enough. What does he have to do? A husband must add kind words, frequent compliments, giving her the feeling that she's the best, the most beautiful, the smartest, and so forth. That's why those messages I sent, I don't know if you're on the WhatsApp. You said you don't have WhatsApp, but I see you do have WhatsApp now, no? You said you don't have WhatsApp. You don't have YouTube. Gotcha. So over there I write, guys, make sure you text your wife like this, text your wife like that. Why? It's very important that she knows that she's important, that she's beautiful, that she's, besides number one, she must know that she's beautiful, she's the best, like that. He says, the Zohar writes that Adam praised Chava, saying that she was the most beautiful woman and all others looked like monkeys compared to her. You hear? Now what does he have to say that? She's probably the only woman at the time. She's the only woman at the time. Oh, so he's comparing her to the monkeys, to the animals, to this. But at the end of the day, a lion is beautiful. If you look at it, majestic. A horse, a nice, beautiful black horse, white horse. It's beautiful. That's so much beauty in its own, right? So he says, you outweigh everybody. He says, that's the way a husband should talk about his wife's cooking, about her interior decorating, about everything else she does. He has to show her that no one can ever replace her in his life. So her status as his highest priority won't be threatened in any way, ever. And if she does feel threatened in any way, he should reassure her. This requires sensitivity and alertness on the part of the husband. If he senses that she considers herself inferior to anyone else in his life, he should immediately show her and convince her otherwise. So, Be'emet, the whole topic of Shalom Bayit is right here in this one paragraph, and we could really, you're laughing, and we could really expand on it for days and months and so on and so forth. But look what he's saying. If she feels that she's threatened in any way, look at the word he used, not just that, threatened in any way, that she's not number one, that's it. She breaks down. It becomes that, all these symptoms that you see, but she's like this and she's like that, and the house is messed up and she doesn't care about this and she talks to me nasty and all that you're telling me is very good. Why? Because you don't make her number one. And if you just listen to what she says, for sure you get up in the morning, you go. When your friends call, you right away go. When your mother did, you go. When your father did like this, like that. When your partner calls you like this. When you this, all these, she says, yeah. And when I say something, I'm last place on his list. Yeah, and then for all these things that are coming up, she's like this. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yes, all you hear is complaints. Yeah, she's like this. Yes, absolutely. You're right. Okay, you're right. But you did those. No, I didn't do that. Yeah, you did it. How did I did? You don't put her number one. But I do. Shopping I do, work I do, car she has, house she has, everything maid I bring, this I bring. Yeah, but all that doesn't make her number one. All that shows that you're a good husband who's doing what he's supposed to do. But beyond that you have to do what? Like our Florida guest said, you have to make her number one. You understand? He says, maintaining the wife's security that she's first place is a basic requirement for peace in a home. If a husband remembers this, he'll spare himself indescribable headaches and anguish. See, he's not telling you joking stuff. He's giving you some serious stuff. He says, listen, the minute she doesn't feel number one, the minute she's not secure that you're the only one, meaning I'm the only one in his life, kilo. Yes, she knows you have other people. She knows you have other priorities. She knows you have a business. You have a mother and father. You have brothers and you have aunts and you have this and you have this and you have praying and you have learning and you have that. She knows all of that. But who's number one? I'm number one. You understand? And this feeling she must have. If not, he says, he will suffer indescribable headaches and anguish. Now we know men right now who are going through difficult times. They're going through difficult times. But when you tell them, listen, it's because you don't put her number one. If you What are you talking about? That's not normal. She's mentally ill. She needs medication. She's just not normal. I don't know. I do everything for her. Yeah, he says this principle is especially true in child education. Sometimes the mother loses patience with her children. Anna, that's the old thing I love to tell everybody. As a result, she might react with anger, raised voice, or even slap to one of the children. This is critical. This is a critical test for a husband. If he defends the children against the mother, her wrath will double. Here, he says she will construe that he places the children above her. Now that she feels that she's not first place in his life, he can forget about peace at home. Look what he's saying. He's saying she slaps the child. You hear what I'm saying?
Your own kid.
He says what? Don't say anything. Why? Because if you're going to say, what are you doing? How can you? Don't you know that's not normal? Yeah. Oh, now I'm last place in his life. My child, this one, he puts above me. He says the wrath is double. You know what double means? All the demoniki that you got from now, it's going to be double. Which who wants it even to be 10% more? You know? He says this husband's compassion for his persecuted, quote unquote, children is one of the Yetzer Hara's trap. In this case, compassion for the children is cruelty against the mother. Why? You hear what he's saying? Compassion to the children is cruelty to the mother. Why was he compassionate on them and cruel with her? Why? The answer is simple. They are more important to him than she. Stop and think. Is your wife yelling because she's happy and content? We mentioned this before. If she's happy and everything is good, and there's a little spill and so on and so forth, she'll be like, kids, boys, girls, come, let's take it out. Yeah. She's not gonna, if she's happy, she's not gonna do that. Yeah? He says, of course not. A happy wife is a patient wife and content mother. Her short temper shows that she's not happy, for her husband fails to give her what she needs. The feeling that she's number one, even before her children. So he says, very simple. She's screaming because she's not happy. And why is she not happy? Because you don't make her number one. Because you give her all the comments that she doesn't like. Because you put her in a place where she's miserable and her inside is all gone. And therefore, the little thing that the child does, boom. And then all of a sudden you go, what are you doing? What are you doing? All the more so I'm nobody in his eyes. Everything.
Now we can apply the verse that Shlomo Melech said.
What did he say?
It will be bitter than
Absolutely. Meaning a woman could make or not make. When could she make? When could she make the husband great? When he makes her great. Yeah? Make America great again. Yeah, make your wife great, and you're gonna see you're great. Yeah? He said, instead of justifying her and building her confidence and feeling of security, the unwitting husband does the opposite by scolding her and defending the children. He is proving to her, to his wife, that her feelings of frustration and discontent are justified, for she certainly is not number one in his life. Understandably, she's now angrier and more frustrated than she was ever before. So imagine you're trying to SOS the children, yeah, trying to get them out of the way and whatever, and you and all of a sudden you get into a worse situation that you're in. If the husband would have placed his compassion in the right place with her and not with the children, he would have been a big winner as follows. This is what would happen. He says, first, the wife would have felt that he's on her side. Her anger would have subsided immediately. And in that respect, he would have rescued the children from her fury. Right? Meaning when she's number one, she's happy. Why do I have to be upset? I don't have to be upset. Children get a little bit wild. Hey guys, meaning she's calm and collected. Second, situations like this are golden opportunities to show her that she's the most important person in her life. Preferring her to his own children is the ultimate proof of his loyalty to her. She knows full well how he loves the children. So when he places her above them, she's really happy. Really happy. He puts the word really in italics. This is one of the biggest compliments he can give her. For his actions speak louder than his words. Now many people say, what are you talking about? How do I not reprimand a mother who's hitting the children or huh? Who lost it? Yeah. So so what did you do? You right now reprimanded her. You made the whole situation even worse. The next one is gonna be even bigger when you're not even looking. You understand? And this way, what are you gonna do? You're gonna destroy your children's lives. Because you're thinking you're protecting them, you cannot be with them 24 hours. Understand? We don't want you to be here with them 24 hours. We want you to fill her up with the right gasoline. Yeah? Love, affection, number one, no bad comments, so on and so forth. This way she could be number one with them. You hear? He says, third, once things calm down, the husband can educate his children in the proper manner. He can reassure them how much the mother loves them and explain to them the importance of listening to their mother rather than upsetting her. He can utilize all the wonderful things that their mother does for them, many of which they take for granted. He should show them just how wonderful she is and how fortunate they are, and perhaps conclude the discussion with a story from our sages about honoring parents. What do we do, Nabarot? Since we have so many complaints against her, and she knows that, and she's not number one, now we don't particularly like her so much inside, right? So what do we want to do? Behind the scenes, we really want the children in our pocket rather than in her pocket. Now that we see that she did this to our children, for us, great opportunity to really get them into our pocket. How? Yeah, your mother's like this, your mother's like that. I don't know what's wrong with her. Many of us do that. Why? We don't even know what we're doing. So now what do you have? As yesterday somebody said, I don't remember, was it in our synagogue? Yeah, he said, why do the kids come against the father and the mother? Why? Because there's strife there. Yeah? The father says, you like this, like this. Later on, the child's going to say what? You like this, like this. Even dad said that. Or to him. Even mom said that. You hear? So it's all coming between them. But when there's shalom bayit there, nobody's going to open their mouth. That they won't dare open their mouth there. Why? Because they understand that over here there's a fortress of love. And we cannot, because they also want to be on the sides of the quote-unquote good one to try to get their whatever they need to get. He says, the scenario of a confrontation between wife and children is the true test of the husband's priorities. If the feeling is that his wife is first place, is not deeply embedded in his heart, then it's doubtful that the husband will pass the test under fire. Yeah, and it's true. Like I said before, 5 minutes ago, he can't stand her anyway because of the fact that he doesn't understand why she's giving him this attitude. Really, it's his fault, right? But he doesn't understand that. Now she's going crazy on the kids. Now he wants to protect them. Yeah, so he's not going to be able to make her number one. Why? Nabarot, he's in a situation where it's a snowball down the hill effect. He says if the husband is fortunate enough to internalize the necessity of doing everything to elevate his wife's status above everything and everyone else in his life, then such potential volatile situations as a flare between her and the children won't be a test for him at all. It's clear to him that first and foremost, he stands by her side. This is true compassion for his children. He says this is true compassion for his children. That he's standing next to her. Why? Because when he fills her up, she's very good with the kids. Now he's going to take their side. They're going to get doubly the next time.
So again, it's in his hands.
Oh, absolutely. And look what he says. Look, if he is fortunate enough, you have to be fortunate enough to understand this concept that, you know what? It's all my doing. It's all under my control. You hear? It's how I give this woman all that she needs in order for her to reciprocate this love and affection to the children. If she's disgusted inside, guess what? There's going to be disgusting things outside. You understand? Towards them. It says this is true compassion for his children. For when she's happy, she won't have to dump a payload of anger and frustration on their heads. Wow, beautiful. You know what this means? Dump a payload? Usually they use it in a truck. One of those big trucks that brings either cement or sand or garbage, right? So she, all negative comments. I'm not number one. You like this, you like that. So this truck gets full with all the big garbage there, right? And all of a sudden, you have this poor innocent child, boom, does something and brach, everything goes on this kid and he gets buried into this thing. And then he's thinking he's going to save him and do what? What are you doing to this child? Ah, okay, no problem. Now this truck is double truck, 2 trucks. Now he's not home. What happens? The poor kids get home, bombarded with all these disgusting things. You hear?
If I would write a book, okay, I will start with Aleph Bet, and the Aleph Bet is Akarat Tov.
To the wife.
Yes.
Ah.
We will not get here.
Ah.
Why?
Who has a karatatov nowadays?
First of all, she have no obligation to get married to you. According to the Allah. Allah wise, she have no obligation to bring children to the world. She have no obligation. If you're gonna come to the Bedin and say she don't want to bring kids, the Bedin they cannot do anything. It is not obligated. What can we do? What can we do? So now, look how cruel and mean we can be. She get married to you, which is not obligated, no? And she came here by force. They don't have to be here. He writes it.
Yeah, we wrote.
In this world,
Yeah,
No tikkun, we said no tikkun.
no tikkun for her. She is here, Bichlal Hashem sent her by force.
just to help.
Just to help this guy. Okay? And now yet to get pregnant, did you once in your life
In danger.
were pregnant? Huh? I know. Some of them, they have to lay in bed 3-4 months, nauseous. She cannot eat, she cannot, and all the time IVs. If one day you're nauseous, how do you feel? Terrible, right?
1 hour.
Imagine 4 months, day after day. You're going to lose your mind. You can lose your mind, you can lose. And then comes the heartburns and the kicking and then come times to give birth now. Why? Her life is on the line. Her life is on the line. מסוכנת. Even if it's Yom Kippur, you have to take her by car to the hospital. Okay? And Bechesed Hashem, she give birth. Okay? And there is now a child that can call you Abba soon. If it's not for her, who will call you Abba? Who? All this, and you still have complaint? Huh? איזה כזה עקום,
He will have.
כמה עקום זה יכול להיות?
He doesn't know how to treat her.
מה?
He doesn't
No.
Want to be appreciated.
The rules. The rules.
He doesn't have the foundation.
You know, in Hebrew there is expression מנוול. אתה, like, it was a person called Naval Carmeli. Why his name is Naval? Because he was כפוי טובה. David המלך did to him many טובות, and he did not want to return it בכלל. So his name, Naval Carmeli. We don't know what was his real name.
Oh.
No, we don't know.
Ungrateful from Carmeli.
Yeah. מלשון נבלה. נבלות וטרפות, מה זה נקרא? כעציץ נובל, כן? מה זה, כעציץ נובל? Like a flower that goes
Withered.
dying.
Withered.
This is a person that don't have הכרת הטוב. אין לו. So if you don't have this, the midah of הכרת הטוב, no matter what they're gonna write to you, and everything makes so much sense. But it says, she owed to me, you know, I did a favor, you know. I bought her this, I did a favor, בכלל, I married her. If it's not me, nobody would. בכלל, is lost.
Who she was?
מה?
Kituye boyu bekiştek var ya. Kituye boyu bekiştek.
I'm telling you, you can, if you know your stuff and you hear this, you can, either you smack this guy, you know,
Ay, 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 ay.
what are you saying? What are you saying? And then you have the guts to say, you don't know how to raise kids, you don't know that. Like he brought these kids. So yesterday I was asking them, did you got once epidural? Huh? You see, that's the needle. That's the needle, you know.
Yeah, I saw it.
ככה goes into the spine, ריבונו של עולם. Into the spine. Now they had to lay back. How? בונה עולמים, אדוני אדוני. And you still have the chutzpah, such a chutzpah כזאת. Why? To tell her you like this, you don't know how to raise kids. That's how, if I write a book, that's the beginning. That's what you are, huh?
Not at all.
And then, no?
Absolutely.
Huh?
Absolutely. Yep. Yep.
And then, when chas v'shalom they're getting a divorce, you say, I want to take the kids. She don't know what to do with the kids. Ask yourself why Hashem gave her the kids. Why? Why the neshama of a child gets into her stomach and not yours if you're such a tzaddik?
Yeah.
Why? Because Hashem trusts her, He don't trust you. That's it. She knows what to do with a child. You don't know. So you have to accept it. You have to accept it. If Hashem will trust us, so He'll give us the
womb.
womb. Hashem says, I don't trust you.
But yet Hashem trusts us to treat her well.
Because he knows you could. Because he knows you could.
Huh? To
Yes.
treat her well.
If you have הכרת הטוב, that you have to have Jewish life. Aleph Bet. It's הכרת הטוב. If there is no הכרת הטוב, whatever you're gonna say,
So where the Akarat Tov starts from, while being a child,
what are we saying? If somebody taught you one halakha, or he taught you something, already you have to thank him all your life.
all your life.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Can I explain to her?
No.
It
No.
Says your parents give you life here, in Gan Eden Gehenom, the rabbi gives you life.
Yeah.
Better Gan Eden, of course.
Now,
Can I get paid for it? $20.
who is going to say thank you to the Rebbe
You can't buy
that taught him Aleph Bet.
Can I join the conversation?
Huh? The zechut that you know בכלל how to read is because of this Rebbe that came to the class with the flashcards. This is Aleph, this is Aleph Kamatz, Aleph Patach, right? And now you read. You forget about him בכלל. Because now I'm learning Gemara already with that Aleph Bet. He is the main one.
Well, no, where should I sit?
On the floor.
Stop. Here or here? Where you feel comfortable, I should sit. Here, on this side or this side?
To finish this paragraph,
Come
Yeah.
on,
that's
Rob,
what the
look.
father was saying. Rav was saying. He said the father is a role model for his children. Yeah, he says his greatest influence on them is by his personal example.
Bravo.
Yeah, his personal example. When the father demonstrates the outstanding character traits, compassion, patience, forgiveness, humility, and love of peace, then the children will follow suit. So you were saying, where's the gratitude? Where should we be coming from? At home. When we say, wow, sweetie, what a delicious meal you made for Shabbat. Thank you so much. This, that, the other thing. The children see that, they're gonna eventually remember that. You understand? And they're gonna say, "Oh, I gotta have hakarat tov." But imagine all the child hears is what? Ah, you this, you that, and this all. So where's that? He doesn't even know what hakarat tov is. Now this child gets married to another woman, and that's it, disaster. You hear? Unless he's gonna learn this in a yeshiva setting, in a setting like this, and he says, in those unfortunate homes where the father yells, threatens, and hits the children's the children's souls suffer inestimable damage. On the other hand, when the mother is the one with the short fuse, the damage is not so bad. He said it's much less damage. The children know that behind the shrill voice of a mother, her heart is still good. You hear? So the father is a much bigger influence on the children than the mother is, because they know the mother screams, she's still, yeah. The husband that elevates his wife to first place in his life is also a compassionate father. How? A wife who feels that she's first place in her husband's eyes and whose life is free of criticism and comments becomes calm, contented mother and will rarely raise her voice against her children. You hear? So Bikitsur, at the end of the day, whose the fault is when she's screaming? It's the fault of the husband. And therefore, it's the fault of the husband. And therefore, when that happens, don't make it worse. Don't take the children's side and say, oh, it has to be a flashlight to you, red light saying, oh, something is wrong over here. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And therefore, recalculate. We have to make sure that our actions are like this maps, Google Maps. Every time there's a turn, recalculate. Every time there's that, recalculate. A man has to understand if he's like the Rab says, general, right? General doesn't have just one plan. Okay, well, like this. He sees the enemy coming. No, that was the plan. Let's keep going straight to the enemy. No, recalculate. And that's actually what we're doing. Suiciding our marriages. Why? Because we don't understand. Listen, there's many ways to be able to deal with situations. One of the most frustrating things for a man is I don't know what to do. Now, Rab said this morning. Now says, if he comes and says I don't know what to do, okay, then we'll help him. But what do they say? No, I did everything. There's nothing else left to do. But maybe there is. No, there's not. Now she has to work on it. Yeah, but you didn't exhaust everything. Or you thought you exhausted all the other plans, Kiru, but really you didn't. You have only one plan. What's the plan? I'm the man. You got to listen to me. It doesn't work like that. It will work like that when you fill up the gasoline with emotional love and the first place and no terrible comments and things like that. Then you could do whatever you have to do. That's the next level. First, we have to conquer that. Then, after you do that, now you got to watch your eyes also to make sure you're not looking somewhere else. This way, it doesn't come back. Exactly.
It's not a pilot. It's I was there.
Yeah.
I press all the buttons. It doesn't fly.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. So, Be'ezat Hashem, we'll continue with it tomorrow. But we have to understand one thing: Take the responsibility into your hands. Take the responsibility into your own hands. Why? Because you're the one who married the woman. You're the one who is building the family. She's not building the family. You as a man stood there and said, no, I'm going to provide for the family. I'm going to build the family. And therefore right now, this family, who by the way, is your real family in this world and the world to come, yeah? You have to be able to understand what the solution is here. Don't come to the rabbi and start explaining, Rabbi, no, she's like this, she's like this. Crash that out. Scratch it out, throw it in the garbage. Rabbi, there's a problem in our family. I want to know what's my duty to fix it. This is how you should be coming to the problem. You understand? This is, Rabbi, I need to know what could I, and the rabbi is going to give you suggestions. You understand? You have to do this, you have to do that. And when he says take her out, guess what? Take her out. The rabbi for years was telling me, you take her out? Yeah, I take her out 3 times a year. Anniversary, birthday, and my birthday. Zeu. You take her out? Yes. You know when a woman wants to go out every week. You know what? When I heard that, I heard it from this lecture every week. I'm like, what is it every week? What? Where's time? First of all, where's time every week? How much money is that? Yeah? Behemet, I'm being honest, yeah? I'm going to be honest. Now, every Thursday, I take her out. Minimum $100, $150. Okay. Sometimes $300. I say, oh, a little bit too. It's okay. You know? Why? You think Hashem doesn't know this expense? Hashem knows this expense. Yeah? And He's going to give it to you. Why? He's saying, Shalom Bayit, I got to give it to him. I got to give it to him. Yeah? And therefore, if you take her every week out, must, designated date, say, this, sweetie, this date, cross out your calendar, every week we're going out, this day. Make her number one, no comments, you mabsud, you coasting. And if you're not, then you can come right here. What's the address over here, Rabbi?
141-41.
141-41, and you could actually come to us and say, Anna, I did it. But you really have to be a man and do it. A lot of times we say we did it, but if we really analyze our actions, we see that we messed up here, and we commented here, and we messed up here, and we went to the friends before her, and we did it. And therefore what? This game is all in. You either all in, or you're not in. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen, amen.
That's why first he signed a ketubah.
Yeah.
Right? Why? Why ketubah? He is accepting responsibility.
Yeah.
He says, yes, I accept it. As much as I'm telling him, you have to know what you're signing for. It's in Arabic. Let me explain you now in English what's written over here. All right? And I don't know where his head בכלל. לא שומע, כן שומע. But I'm telling him, you have to satisfy all her needs. Her way, not your way. Her way. Are you accustomed to her ways? Is it, yeah. Okay, yeah. What can I say? Okay, sign, Habibi. Then when you sign and say, I'm accepting all the responsibilities, why you coming and say this is her fault? Why?
She didn't sign anything.
כלום. שום דבר.
Only he signed everything.
Did you ask yourself why when he puts the ring,
She's pointing.
she's just pointing like this. It's gonna be your fault.
It's your fault. It's all your fault.
Don't come to me. Put the ring now, Paul. No, but years ago I asked him, hey, but otherwise you're going to take it, you should put it here. Why do we have to put it here? He said, that's the finger. So my Rebbe, years ago, he told me, you have to understand that everything is going to be your fault. And she's telling you already under the chuppah, don't come to me. She always going to blame you. Always.
We are the ones